function. I can't talk to people.
Welcome to this world and this cold world. Please don't judge me. I can only be me.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Whitney. I just wanted to come to you guys with a quick video to kind of go into detail about everything that I kind of had to do before surgery in order to get approved for surgery. It was a very long 6-month process. For everybody, it's not gonna be 6 months. I've heard of people that went in, usually people who were paying out of pocket or whatnot, or they're not going through their insurance. They get it done like right away. But most insurance companies require anywhere between like 3 to 6 month basically evaluations, where you go into, like, for me, for example, I'll just speak on myself. For me, I had to go to the weight center. Basically, the weight center is where I decided that I wanted to have the surgery. I could have chosen to go the non-surgical route, and then we just see nutritionists and lose weight that way. But I felt like, because I struggle with binge eating, I'm also an emotional eater, and just a whole bunch of different things. I've been struggling with my weight my whole entire life. I wanted to have the life-changing surgery and just go ahead and get the gastric sleeve, which is very different from the gastric bypass. With the bypass, they basically have to rearrange your intestines as well as give you a smaller stomach, and they change the direction in which your food goes through your stomach to your intestines and out your body, basically. With the sleeve, they basically just cut off about anywhere from 75 to 90, I believe, % of your stomach, and it's a long, like, banana-like shape. And then, so that way they don't have to rearrange your intestines or anything. But you can look that up. I am not a doctor, so don't just go off of my word. Anywho, so yeah, it was April 10th, 2018. I decided that I really wanted to see about getting this surgery. So I went into my the local weight center, and I met with a doctor, and I met with a nutritionist or whatever. Well, first I met with the doctor, and they basically went over, what the surgical route looks like, and then they gave me a pamphlet, basically to track your progress and let you know the steps that you would have to take. And I have all of that. I'll probably take pictures of it or whatnot. I gotta find it. But basically, to kind of give you an idea of what to look forward to and what's to come, and what you're gonna have to go through in order to get approved for insurance and blah blah blah. And it can be very overwhelming at first when you have this mindset that when you're going in, I just want to have the surgery. And then they're like, boom, before you have surgery, you need to do this, that, and the third. And it could take up to this long. And you're just like, it could be discouraging. And I'm pretty sure many people, after that first appointment, like the consultation, they're like, yeah, I'm all set with that. By that time, I could probably lose weight on my own or whatever. But for me, I knew that it was something that I really needed to do. And it was not easy, because during those 6 months, you have to prove that you are ready to have this surgery. So you have to lose some weight. And you have to change your eating habits, and it's a whole new lifestyle. You have to adapt. And for me, who's just sugar, I want to eat sugar and I want to eat carbs, and it was difficult, very difficult. Also, you have to meet with a psychiatrist, and luckily the place that I go to, they had the psychiatrist, the nutritionist, and all that there within their office, the weight center. So it was awesome. But when you meet with the psychiatrist, basically the psychiatrist is just going to ask you a bunch of questions to try and figure out if they feel like mentally you are prepared or can be prepared, or to mentally prepare you. Because I met with one twice. The first visit was for them to mentally, to kind of get to know me, get to know my background, get to know any traumas or anything that they feel like might affect my success. One of those things I struggle with is depression. I also struggle with PTSD. So that for them was something that they wanted to keep an eye on, to make sure, okay, because we know people that struggle with depression and people that struggle with PTSD, they have a hard time sometimes getting up or doing the things that they're supposed to do, or they can fall off track easily because of the emotional and internal problems that they're dealing with. So I had to meet twice. One when I first started going, and one closer to time, like a clearance. Basically, the psychiatrist had to clear and say, yeah, we think she's ready for surgery or whatnot. And I advise you to be very honest with them, because after having this surgery, I have noticed that I have been extremely emotional, extremely moody, and sometimes for no reason at all. And I think that was another reason why they said it was important that you meet with a psychiatrist, because losing so much weight so fast, and having that major life-changing surgery for a lot of people could mess with you psychologically in ways that are not very healthy. So yeah, anyways, I'm going on way too much about that. I could make a whole nother video about that if you want. Just ask me some questions, leave them in the comment box, and I'll get to them. So you also have to meet with a nutritionist. I met with the nutritionist twice. Yeah, I met with a nutritionist like twice. Basically, we had a big group where we spoke about what the diet pre-surgery, so before surgery, is supposed to look like to help you lose weight so you can get approved for surgery. And in the group, the nutritionist in the group, she kind of gave us a whole like, eat whatever you want out of moderation, and you know, it's okay to substitute certain things and blah 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 blah. But then when I met with the other nutritionist, it was more like, try to cut out carbs and don't have too much sugar and high protein diet. So every nutritionist is gonna have their own approach to things. They're gonna have their own ideas or their own suggestions for you and your body. Another group of people or person that I had to meet with was the exercise something. I don't know, just somebody that I met with that showed me exercises for strength training. Honestly, I felt like it was a complete waste of time, because for some people they might need that. For me, I know how to do, like, they were showing me how to do a push-up on the wall, and how to like, you know how when you use a chair and you kind of go at the end of the chair and push yourself up and down. And I'm just like, I just felt like I'm a little more advanced than that. Like, I know how to do a regular push-up. I know how to do this. Like, I'm fat, but I'm not like, I'm a little athletic too. I used to play basketball. I used to play a bunch of sports. So for me, it was a waste of time. Some people, they might need that. Like, I feel like some people that are like really big or just never ever exercise, then that could be very helpful. But yeah, anyways, after like 6 long months, I actually think I had my surgery almost exactly at the 6-month mark, probably like 5 days short. I had my surgery October 15th. But around the 4-5 month mark, they were already telling me, like, I was already met with the surgeon again. Well, the surgeon the first time, because the first person wasn't a surgeon, they were just a doctor. But I met with the surgeon the first time, and they kind of was just like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And blah, 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 blah. we're gonna put in your thing for the insurance to see if you get approved. And that was basically it. It was the hardest part, I think, was the whole 2-3 week. I was so impatient. I kept calling, like, did they call and approve me yet? I calling my insurance. Did you guys receive that yet? Like, what's going on? Oh my God. But I was so impatient. And during that time, it was just my luck because I had Blue Cross Blue Shield through my health insurance, through my school, but because I was no longer enrolled in school, it became inactive. So, right, like literally the Tuesday before the Monday I was supposed to have surgery, it became inactive. Oh, no. What happened? No. It became active again because it went inactive probably like a month prior to that. And then I was calling like, what's going on? Blah, 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 blah. But then I found out that the surgeon's office can take the other insurance that I have. So I left it alone. Anyways, hold on, my kids. Anyways, literally, like I said, the Tuesday before the Monday that I was supposed to have surgery, they activated my insurance again. Watch out, baby. They activated my insurance again, which was about to interfere with the authorization that was already approved for my surgery coming Monday. So I was going crazy, like, no, if I didn't get it canceled by that Friday, I would have had to, hold on. Sorry, my daughters are being loud. But yeah, so if I didn't get my insurance from Blue Cross canceled before the Friday before my surgery, I would have had to cancel my surgery, then reschedule it, and I was just not going through that. So that whole 2-3 days, I was on the phone calling, like, listen, you need to cancel this. I don't care. I'm not enrolled in that school. Like, cancel it now. You're gonna ruin my surgery. I've been preparing for this surgery for 6 months. Please. But I had to call the school, get the school to call Gallagher student, and get Gallagher student to call Blue Cross, and just, it was like a huge telephone war between the three of them, and it was a pain in the butt. But I accomplished it. So where there is a will, there is a way. Because I accomplished it. I was not trying to reschedule my surgery. So, yeah. Anyways, if you have any questions, please let me know. Surgery day, I'll make a whole nother video about that. But this is basically about pre-surgery. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys. There's a diet that you have to take, and I've seen some people have to take the pre-op diet way longer than I did. I only had to take it one day, which is the day before surgery, and then still fast the day of surgery. And I'll make a video about that. But yeah, I'm telling you, if you want to do the surgery, I don't regret it. I do. In the beginning, I was like, what did I do to my body? But if you want to have the surgery, trust me, those 6 months go by like that. They really do. It went by so fast. I was just like, wow, I can't believe it. As long as you do what's asked of you to do. Now, don't be going back and forth, gaining weight and all kinds of... Now, you can gain some weight, because I did. I had went down. I was originally 257. I went down to 246. And then I had went up to 249 on the days that I had my cycle, and then I went back down to 246, and then from 246 I went up to 251, and I kind of just stayed there. So I think the day of surgery I was 251. So I think as long as you're maintaining your weight within a couple of pounds, they're not gonna, like 5 pounds, whatever, they're not gonna make a big deal. And because when you're on your cycle, you bloat or whatever the case may be. But as long as you're not bigger than what you were before you came, and you're at least down, I want to say 9 pounds, then you'll be approved. Or 5, you know, 5'9", whatever. I don't really know. Every surgeon is different. Every office is different. But I was approved. That was something that I was nervous about being denied for, because I did go from, went down to 246 and then went right back up to 251. So I was like, oh no, are they gonna approve me? But I was approved. So yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Another thing is we also went to groups. I had to go to 2 like 1 hour groups. Basically one group explaining the diet after surgery and another group explaining the diet before surgery. They were just surgical skills groups. That's what they call them. And what to expect and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, they had groups that you could go to optionally. I never went to any of them because I just have my kids, and just going to my appointments a few times a month or whatever the case may be, for me was just enough already, trying to get someone to watch them. So yeah, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get better at uploading videos more frequently, so please forgive me. So yeah, I am currently, what's today's date? So 16 days post-op. Sorry, I had to do the math in my head and like count on my fingers, because you know I'm a little slow. But yeah, I'm currently 16 days post-op. I feel amazing. I'm going to make another video explaining surgery day. I do have one video you guys can watch where I kind of was just making little short videos on my Snapchat and saved them during surgery day, and I combined them and I uploaded it to YouTube. So go ahead and watch it if you want. You can kind of see some of the things that I ate surgery day and stuff like that. But the next video I'm going to make is going to go in detail about the diet I had to do right before surgery, what I bought to prepare for surgery, and all kinds of stuff. Surgery day, just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting to be going into surgery was a pain in the butt. But yeah, so like I said, please like and subscribe to follow my journey. Also a freeform dreadlock journey. So if you want to follow that, go ahead, you can do that as well. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I do read my comments. I will respond either through video or whatever the case may be. Thank you, and everybody have a blessed day. So here you'll see me with the black sports bra and the big blue granny panties. That was right before surgery. And then after that, you'll see me again with like a pink bra, and that was 16 days post-op. And then I posted another video with some clothes so you can kind of see what my fupa looks like covered 16 days post-op. So yeah, I see a difference. Hopefully you guys can.